We're live. Go.
Oh, snap. The guy didn't even give us the countdown.
Not
But you
the
know what?
count
We here
Dizzle.
anyway. No countdown. What's going on? It's your boys, Bulldog Banter. With your boy, Ben Jones, Tavares King, and your boy, Knowshon Moreno. You may notice that we are missing one of our fellow hosts. He's not here right now. The boy said he had better things.
He on vacation.
Hey, he said he had better things to do. Aaron Murray's not here today with us, but we're gonna hold this thing down. Hey, one may argue it's better this way. But hey, you didn't hear it from me. Okay, you didn't hear it from me. Just saying. But thank y'all for joining us, man. This is an awesome time. We had some awesome football this week, and we're gonna talk about that. We'll talk about the Georgia Bulldogs for sure. But in the meantime, how you guys doing?
How about them champs, baby?
I don't wonder what that was.
You are totally right.
Till then. That's all that matters, boys. Get in there.
Yeah.
Got a championship, and we played a physical smash mouth game. They didn't want none of it. That was huge, guys.
Got a little leftover Bubo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A little brisket, you know what I'm saying? Bebo didn't make that trip. Y'all know why, you know?
No.
Y'all know why. Hey, boy, you want the rest of this, boy? I know you do.
Cheers to that, man. I can
Yes,
cheers to
sir.
that. Y'all don't got no drink with us today. Listen, the parents aren't home. Sometimes you got to have a little drink when they're not here. Well, I love it, fellas. You're right, man. We got the championship this week. Georgia handled business. Before we get into Georgia or anything like that, championship Fridays. It's championship weekend started on Friday. All right. Started with Boise UNLV game. For those that didn't get a chance to, this season to see Boise play much, this was the time to get a look at them boys, right? So kind of wanted to get your thoughts on Boise State, how they look versus UNLV, how Ashton Gentry looked. Let me throw you some numbers real quick. The boy had 32 carries, 209 on the ground, 6.5 average, 1 touchdown, and a 75 long run. Okay, so that boy was doing his thing. He's trying to make his Heisman, stamp his ticket in the Heisman talks, but win that thing, right? So thoughts on Boise? Did y'all get an opportunity to see what they look like? Ben.
Yeah, they're solid. Like, I keep wanting to talk bad about them, like, hey, they shouldn't be in. They haven't played anybody. But what are we to say? Like, hey, they beat everybody but the number one team in the league right now, and they lost by 3 points. They deserve to be in. And I want to see how good they really are. Like, I want to see if Gentry is that guy. Is he going to be able to take that next step and play in the NFL? Like, when he's playing against some of these good defenses, I think the guy is special. He has breakaway speed. He has great vision. And their quarterback, he manages the game well. He doesn't turn the ball over. And they're a solid team. Like, this is what we wanted, sitting back like, hey, give them these other conferences a chance in the playoffs, because if it was a 4, they would never get in. Let's just be honest. And I think this is what we wanted in the 12-team playoff. No, everybody's going to get their feelings hurt that Boise's in and SMU's in, but they deserve to be in, honestly.
Yeah, I think you said it all right there, Ben. As a team, I think they deserve to be in, and then obviously that kid is just special, bro. I mean, every time he touches the ball, it's a highlight reel. This is a home run hitter. And Knowshon, you said it. I think yesterday he made his case with those stats that you just said. He's done that week in and week out. So it'll be interesting from a Heisman standpoint of how things shake out, because you obviously know your boy in Colorado out there is nasty too. That nobody's done the things that he's done as a player that plays on both sides of the ball. So it'll be interesting. But Ashton Gentry got to do it.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I love it. And he announced that he's coming back next year. So
that's big.
Maybe he's thinking, I think he's coming back. So maybe he's thinking, hey, if you don't win the Heisman this year, he definitely win it next year. But look, if we're going to give, the dark-skinned brother some love, we gotta go over to the Fair-Skinned brother as well over there at Arizona State. They had a big game this week as well. Arizona State versus Arizona. Oh,
Mike
versus
Allstott.
Iowa State. Yeah, exactly, Ben. He does look like Mike Allstott. Hey, Cam Scatterboo. Let me give you his numbers real quick. 16 carries, 170 on the ground, 10.6 yards per carry, 3 tugs, and 53 longest run, and 38 in the air. Any thoughts on that boy trying to make a case to be in that Heisman talks as well?
He did. They did what they said they needed to do. Like they knew they had to run the rock, and because they were out their number one receiver, our boy Hines Ward's over there as a receiver coach. They had guys making plays for him in their receiver core. So they look good. They're one of those teams that got hot at the right time, and you can tell they're feeding off of it. They look like they're playing football together. They're one of those teams, just like Boise. They're hot, they're playing well, and they're going to get their shot. And I don't know who wants to play these guys right now because they are playing darn good football. You got to give them their flowers. They came out and made no doubt about it. They whipped Iowa State up and down the field, smacking the quarterback. You better know when you're hot. That guy took it to the chin from Iowa State. But overall, that running back, he was toting it. He's not a breakaway guy, but he's on to earn every single yard, and he's looking for contact.
Yeah. Once again, you killed it, man. I mean, he's a tough back. And what was surprising though from the Arizona State team is how they got it done through the air as well. I thought they threw it really well on the Iowa State team. So they deserve it. They deserve to be in there. As far as how getting in there works out, being a winner of your conference and things. So I think they deserve it.
Yeah, for sure. And like y'all said, that boy was breaking tackle after looking like Mike Allstott out there. I mean, when I say the boy got his own money, the boy got his own money. Man, I'll tell you, that boy right there did his thing.
Get out.
What movie is that from, by the way? Y'all know what movie, Ben? Come on, I know you know what movie that is, Ben.
I wasn't paying no attention. I was reading these chats.
Oh my God. Okay. I know someone knows that. But all right, man. I just wanted to kind of take a little quick trip around and see what the rest of the league was doing. I mean, y'all want to talk anything about Oregon or that Oregon Penn State game? Y'all want to chat anything about that? First, let me say something. Dylan Gabriel looked pretty good to me. I can't even lie. He looked good back there. I'm a little nervous though with the stature. It kind of gives me those Bryce Young feels. You know what I'm saying? Small guy, but I can sling the ball around. Did y'all get a chance to look at that game? Y'all want to talk about that?
They're electric. They got playmakers, and they're a team that can score at any moment. They can run up 10 in offense. They got talent everywhere on that team. And I think he does a great job of getting the playmakers the ball. No, he's not some big stature guy, but I feel like he sees it well. He gets the ball out of his hand and let his guys make plays for him.
Oh, you muted.
Muted.
Oh, snap, my fault. Had to kick that dog out of here. It's an Oregon squad, bro. It looks like an Oregon squad of old, honestly. When they were flying around, what's my man, DeAnthony Thompson running down the field. So you said it, Ben. He's got playmakers all around him. He's getting the ball in those guys' hands. And then on the other side, obviously, Dan Lannon is just clever. You know what I'm saying? From a defensive perspective. So they get it done on that side as well. So I think it's deserving for them to be where they are too, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all see the hurdle? Did y'all see the hurdle from their wide receiver over there?
No, I need to see it.
I saw it when you talked about it. I had to look it up. Yeah.
Hey, production, pull that thing up.
What's your yeah.
Let's rate it. Let's rate it real fast.
Let's talk about it.
I'm the hurdle, one of the hurdle originators. Saquon Barkley kind of maybe took that over. But we gotta rate that thing. Let's take a look at it again here.
And he
clean over the guy. Love to see it. Look, people holding their heads right there. Let's take another look.
Hey, shout out production too. Production better today.
Yeah,
production did their thing. It looked big too. It was nice on the screen. I love to see it, man. The thing I love about that hurdle is that sometimes you see the guys hurdle and their feet are real close together, man. That is listen, bro. You're gonna be dumped over on your head. It's not gonna be pretty. You know what I'm saying? I usually like to see. Yeah.
He looked like he ran them 110 hurdles in high school. That was perfect. And kept on going.
That's how you want to do it. Exactly. That's how you want to do it, man. You want to have those legs open, have the guy come through, you know what I mean? Give you a little space. You can probably push their head down, push their back down, pause all that, and keep it going. You know what I'm saying? And he scored a tug on that thing. I'm gonna give it a what do you got?
Yeah, you can go last because you are the originator. I'm gonna give it. I've seen since I just seen that boy Saquon just do a backwards hurdle. It can't just be up there. So I'm gonna give it like a. It can't be up there. I'm gonna give it a 6.7.
I give him a 7 because he took it to the house.
I was about to say maybe a 7 because he finished.
Yes, and he made it look easy. Some people make slow down. He did it in stride. He knew it was in there. It was natural for him. It didn't look forced. And some of these guys are worried about their knees and they slow down and try. Hey, he ran through it. He saw it. He reacted and kept on about it. That shows you he is a true dynamic player.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna give it about a 7.5 as well. I love it. All right, enough is enough. Let's get.
Hold up. Go back to the hurdling though. Everybody a hurdle guy. Like I ain't never had no opportunity. Wasn't nobody trying to hit me up here,
low,
you know, like or down here. You know what I'm saying? Nobody trying to hit, everybody trying to take my everybody trying to take my face off. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't hurdling nobody. So I'm agile too. I'm like Simone Biles.
I love it, man. It's so funny though. I saw someone. I don't know if it was high school or what. It was almost just like Saquon's. He jumped. He did a 360. The guy went through. He hurdled 2 guys that way. I saw it somewhere, and I was like, "Bro, come on!"
He was wearing like burgundy. I think I seen it. He was wearing like burgundy.
Yeah, it was a little ridiculous, man. All right, but yeah, like I said, man, let's get to the main thing. The main thing is the main thing. Georgia Bulldogs handle business this weekend, beating Texas 22-19. Man, tough game. A slug out game, one of those slobber knockers. That's a funny word, but I love to use it. A game that was, 3-6 at half, right? You see Carson Beck go down with an arm injury. Just total thoughts on the game. Some points that you might want to make. My dog is all in my face. Go ahead and hit it, Ben. What you think about this game on TK? Whoever wants to hit it, man. Thoughts on this game?
When we were sitting there 6 at 3.5, I was like, we got this. Like we took their shots early. We played complimentary football. Like, hey, they had shots, and what did? We stopped them in the red zone, made them kick field goals. They couldn't score. Like they can only do so much for us. We got them down in the red zone. They couldn't take the top off anymore, and we made them. We made them play our style of football. Then the second half, we got after them physically. That's the first game I can say, like, hey, we came out, we ran the ball, we had to run the ball. And that's us in the second half. I feel like Bobo adapted at halftime. He put our guy in the best situation to succeed and to not make him lose this game. He didn't ask him to do too much. He moved the pocket for him. He ran him. He gave him stuff that he was comfortable with. He didn't make him come out there and make 3-level throws like he does Carson, take the deep shots in the play action. He gave him stuff that he was comfortable with, that he couldn't not only win the game, but be successful with. And that's what you want. Like, you got to give your flowers to Bobo because a lot of people's play sheet goes like this when a backup comes in, and our back showed up, Knowshon. Your boy showed up, and we needed that. Defense played lights out. They dominated again. Our boy Six hey, they need to stop throwing at him. People going to learn. Six either going to knock your block off and get a target, or he's going to catch a pick. Like, you need to stop throwing them back shoulder bull crap, back shoulder fades, and comebacks.
We're going to PI.
Oh, he's going to get one of those. He's around the ball.
Yeah. No, man. I thought, obviously, we champs. Love that. Love that. Love it, damn it. Like, what? SEC champs. I mean, it means more here for sure. But the way we played, and you mentioned it, I thought defensively we played lights out. I thought Kirby had them guys ready from the get-go. So defensively, beautiful game played. The only thing that I them slants. What y'all think about that? We was giving up hella slants. I thought that was something that was eye popping. And that's just a credit to that Texas RPO game and the things that they do there. But man, offensively, you said it, man. Like, we got it done. We simply got it done. We didn't make plays in the first half, and Coach Bobo, bro, everybody, you said it, bro. Everybody's on his head. My man cannot call the play, run down on the field, and catch the ball. So if we make some of those plays in the first half, it's a completely different ball game. And you mentioned how he transitioned and called the game a little bit different for Gunner. Flawless. I thought that first drive, flawless, calling simple things, choice routes, curl comeback, easy stuff, getting that guy comfortable. I thought that was beautiful. Going spread. As soon as we went spread, I said quarterback draw. I knew what time it was. So man, I thought that drive was huge. I thought the way that he kept Gunner's confidence up was huge. And then you mentioned it, the backs got it done. Backs came up huge in this game. I thought the backs did a tremendous job. Knowshon, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, man. I thought the backs did come to play. I saw it in the chat. Frazier does need to hold on to the ball. It irks me, man, because he's definitely electric. He can make some big plays.
Ball in that ear, Knowshon. He need Tony Ball in that ear.
Bro, Tony Ball be in that ear. We bouncing. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be in that ear. Bro. Like, what is going on? Exactly. It's like, just imagine we would have lost that, that fumble. And there was some other guys that put the ball on the ground as well. But, when you constantly see it over and over again, it's cause for concern. But I thought the backs did run really well. Trevor Etienne almost had 100 yards rushing, right? So love to see that. But I might have to disagree with y'all a little bit, man. Didn't look that good in the beginning. It was almost like Carson was looking like he did in that first game versus Texas. I think Murray said this too a couple weeks ago, or maybe last week. If it wasn't for all these drops, what would Carson's numbers look like? And I could agree with that. Yeah. I mean, his numbers would have probably looked gaudy if we would have came up, this whole season down with a lot of the passes that we were dropping. You know what I mean? So you can't really blame him for that. But at the same time, still a first half with no points on the board, no touchdowns, right? And looking iffy. And then Gunner comes in, and it looks a little different. Yeah, the guy can do it with his legs. Love to see it. Love that he was able to, take some big hits, deliver a couple hits, and keep those chains moving. Love to see that. But thoughts on the two quarterbacks, fellas? From they both got a half now, right? So Carson the first half, 7 for 13, 56 yards in the air. No tugs, no interceptions, only a 4.3 average. Then Gunner comes in, 12 for 16, 71, 4.1 average, no touchdowns again, but in a pick. When you have to compare those two, what does it look like for you?
I think, in my opinion, I think obviously, like we said, the playbook kind of expanded a little bit because Gunner has legs. Gunner has the capability of using his legs. So Coach Bobo was able to do a little bit more from a running with the quarterback standpoint. Now, if we're talking strictly downfield throws and downfield reads and things like that, I think there needs to be work. If we're talking about Gunner going forward, I definitely think there needs to be work. Even on that pick, don't panic. Obviously, you got spooked with the backside blitz coming, but don't panic. Roll out. Either throw that biatch to your mother in the stand, or throw it to the cross to Lawson Lucky coming on that cross. So obviously, there's a little cognitive stuff there that needs to be taken care of, and it will obviously if he's our guy going forward. So I think it gives us an opportunity to do some different things. Like I mentioned before, it gives Coach Bobo a little bit more opportunities to open up his playbook and hell, you got 21 days to learn some awesome shit.
Yeah, I think that's going to be huge. If he's got to be the guy going forward these next 3 weeks, is having this bye and getting all the reps in practice if Carson's out, that is huge for a quarterback. Seeing the hots, because they're literally going to be practicing versus ones-on-ones. He's going to see all kind of simulated pressures. He's going to see all down. They're going to do third down walkthroughs. They're going to give him as many looks as possible to have him prepared. And I thought he played great. He made the one bad decision. You can tell he panicked and he was just trying to throw it away. But if he throws that away, it's still attention and grounding. He's got to know hey, we're in field goal range. We can't turn the ball over. This is a critical point in the game, and that comes with not a lot of reps, not a lot of big-time games. He's got to know in that back of his mind, like, this is my answer. If the guy's not here, I'm running or I'm throwing it in the dirt because I got 2 crossers in the middle. I'm going to skip it over there in the middle. So he's got to know his – I think he was just thinking, oh, crap, I got to get rid of this ball. And that comes with reps and practice and games. But other than all that, he stepped in. You had some you-know-what. And the guy tried to win the game for us at the end of the year. He put it on the line. He got absolutely rocked and got up.
Was that targeting?
Yo, are we?
I don't think he was defenseless because he was running. Is that a defenseless hit on a running back? That's what it comes down to because he's a running back. He just got rocked. I think the guy just gave it to him. He
did, but let me say this about the Mountain Boys, and I'm one of them. Shout out Habersham County. We're gonna hold on to that rock. Saw how my boy was holding on to that rock. Boy, we gonna hold on to that rock, boy. Hey, boy, it took a smack.
Boy, his helmet went that far. I'm talking about boom.
Bruh, he said, "Oh." You see?
I thought he got hit so hard his knees went by his head. I was like, this dude tore his knees, everything.
Man. Yeah, I mean, it was a big hit. I mean, I guess it's a toss-up for me because I mean, he did kind of launch at him. And if you hit the head, it don't matter if you intentionally do it or not. You know what I'm saying? You got to call that for at times. Big hit. Gunner's a little bigger and thicker than you think he is. He looked like he got some size to him. So I'd like to see that in him as well. So he was able to take that hit. Big hit though, like y'all boys are talking about.
I don't know if I like been hit like that.
No, I mean I got hit before. I mean Eric Berry hit me one time.
I done got
because y'all know how to like position yourself, glance off. Like you see it, you got. I'm getting out of there. That joker ran through there like Forrest Gump and got hit. That joker. I was like, what are you doing?
I think I got hit like that one time in high school on kickoff return. Like, yeah, you know how you like see a hole and that it's gonna be open up and you just open up. Yeah, it was one of those. So maybe once, but not on TV.
Yeah, for sure. I feel you. If you guys had to pick a player of the game though, because this was a close game. This was a tight game all the way through. I mean, another game that went to overtime. I agree with both of you guys. Talk about the defense, how the defense played, man. Another tremendous game, kept us in this game. You would look at it, you would think that we would be up bigger going into that half with all the stops the defense was making, right? But to be only down by 3 by half was also, great for the team, for the confidence going into half and things of that nature. But if you had to pick a player of the game, who would that be for you?
You say player or play of the game?
Player. Like if you just thought about the game and like, man, okay, this guy made
I would have to give it to who they gave it to. I would have to give it to 6. I mean, he came up big with those picks. I think if he gets his head around in the end zone on that last throw to him, he might have 3. So I would have to. I think Dalen Everett is probably my player of the game.
Yeah, anybody can 2 turnovers in a game. That's huge. If it's not going to him, it's going to either Michael on the edge because he affected the passer. He got his hands up and had some tip balls and things. So he affected the quarterback, and they rattled Ewers again. By the end of the game, he was looking for it. You can tell he was uncomfortable, and that's why we were able to make picks. He wasn't comfortable in that pocket. The guy was trying to get rid of it. So I'm definitely giving it to Everett because he made the play. He went and made the play, first drive, and put it in his head to let him know, like, hey, we're still here. Then he finished it on him too. Like, so you got to give him his flowers. But play of the game, you got to give it to our boy Lawson Lucky. That toe tap catch.
Tight ends came up big.
He even turned his foot to get it in there, TK. That is some body control.
You know what I'm saying?
Didn't know he had it like that. That is unreal.
That was clean.
I told y'all. I told y'all a long time ago the boy had feet. And I saw him when he was a sophomore. Came and saw the kid. You know what I'm saying? So I told y'all. But yeah, both tight ends. I think the first play of overtime was big.
Oh, I got the first down.
Yeah, just getting that 8 yards, I think, was huge from Oscar Delp. Because Buddy had him right at the line of scrimmage, and he broke that tackle. Love to see that. And then got a little more, and we kept it moving. Got it done. Yeah. Hey, yo, crazy stat. Trevor Etienne and Peyton Woodring have all 52 points versus Texas.
That's crazy.
Wow. Crazy.
That means we always want red zone touchdowns versus good teams. You got to run the ball and play good defense if you want to win those big time games, and we did it.
Keep asking in the chat, TK, why do you think that Arian Smith always jumps to catch the ball? I think Kirk Herbstreit talked about it on TV. When receivers aren't comfortable, they jump. When receivers aren't comfortable with their hands, they do jump to body catch one, and then you feel like jumping kind of slows everything down, and you have a little time, gives you a little bit more time, but it also doesn't give you the ability to continue running and all of that as well. So that's why he's just not comfortable. And then when you do have drops, that habit starts to come back. So he's just got to get comfortable. He's got 21 days to get comfortable, get on that jug machine and get back right. So we'll do it. He'll do it. We've seen him do it. We've seen him come up big and make big plays when he needs to. And obviously, it's mentioned in the chat there, he's always around the ball when he needs to be. Jumping on that fumble was huge. So we're going to need him. We're going to need him. So
Bobo got a pass. Bobo in the stat.
Oh, yeah.
In the stat. Well, that's
what if Drew would have kept that hole and just
No.
We
only needed 5. You're right.
He run back like his daddy does. They both ain't fast.
Oh my goodness, great.
They both got them old calves. Got rid of it. He knew what he was doing.
Hey.
Well, like what you guys said, it was a couple big plays in this game. That call right there to go for it on that fake punt was a big call. We talked about Lucky making that big catch on the sideline and saving a touchdown that could have been a big return back after that pick. When I started thinking about players of the game, and players that played well, I definitely wanted to give a little love to Warren Brinson for sure. I felt like every time I looked up, his name was being called. You feel me? I feel like he had a couple tackles for loss, a couple pressures on the quarterback. That boy was doing his thing. And we knew this game that was going to be one in the trenches, right? So I definitely wanted to give him a little love. I thought about him when I was thinking about player of the game. But yeah, that little play on that punt was beautiful to keep the drive going and help us put some points on the board. So you love to see that, man. You love to see it.
Yeah. What y'all think about Kirby's words to Greg Sankey at the end of the game? This shit was hilarious. Just his face. His face.
That's what's funny, TK.
Like,
that's the funny part because
that might be my background, son.
TK, like, this is what's funny though.
So funny
because when he said it, I'm like, okay. I didn't know Sankey was right there. That boy was standing. They zoomed out.
Crazy.
Sankey standing there. I'm like, bro, Kirby's out of control.
He let everybody know.
Crazy.
He knows he's the man, and he can say whatever he wants. He runs, everything runs through him. He is the guy now. Saban's up there on the stage, and he's on the field. So those two got it. And he knows he can say whatever he wants.
Oh, that's great.
And I love it. That's how you hold people accountable. Call them out right in front of their face.
Yeah, why not? Don't talk behind their back. I can tell you right to your face, man. Them boys be wilding over there with the committee.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, but he wasn't wrong. Curb wasn't wrong. You said it, somebody down there, Will. He wasn't wrong. We had a tough road, damn it. And they gave us that shit.
For sure. I wanted to get to the chats real quick. Just a few things I saw on there. When we were talking about big hits, I saw the Brandon Spikes one, the one versus me. That wasn't a big hit, I must say. I know big hits, and we can see big hits. That was one where I was falling, and he kind of just hit me and it fell on top of me. That wasn't a big hit. Can't say that was a big hit. But that one with Eric Berry, that boy came out of nowhere. I'm like, Eric, what the had to ask him that when we got to the league. Like, bro, why you do that to your boy? You didn't have to do that. He caught me. And then they talked about Dan Jackson big hit in this game. Thought that was another decent hit, another defenseless receiver.
Hey,
I talk about it a lot. Go ahead, tell me something.
That ain't defenseless. That was just, bang bang, good hit, good tackle.
Looking,
but he listening. He is listening to you, boy, because he is bringing up to everyone. and hey, Brad, I'm gonna keep saying it. Dan Jackson, that dude, sure tackler. And
he takes all the air out fast. He plays one.
It gets smacked off though. Hold on, I remember that.
Yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't want to say much.
He closed them eyes. He went full speed, closed them eyes. The guy said,
The receiver was looking this time.
So
the receiver was looking.
That ball. Oh my goodness.
Sometimes you gotta, long stride, short stride, shoot your shot.
Break down.
Yeah.
You was trying to smack that ball.
He's a torpedo coming in there.
Right. But I always said, man, we joke about it all the time. We always talk about the big hits, but I've always said that he's a good player. I mean, like you said, a short tackler, a guy that can make these plays, big plays when you kind of need them, right? My argument was that he was one of those ones you fear back there. And, it is what it is. To each his own. You might have an opinion. I might have mine. It is all good. Love to see it, though. We talked about Kirby after the game. Tell me something.
Anybody that just back there getting target calls, you think about that shit at any point in time as a receiver. Like, I'm like this, Jack. Focus on the ball. Like, and then I know for a fact somebody back there don't care about his life. He don't care about mine either. Man, come on. Hell yeah, you think about that shit. So yeah, proceed.
Mm-hmm. I love it, man. What else? Do y'all want? Yeah,
we win it with Gunner. Can we win it with Gunner? Do you think?
Right, that's a big question. I think having these weeks off for him to prepare.
We're going to play Notre Dame because they're going to beat Indiana, and that's their strong point. They're really good on defense. Al Golden defense, head coach's defensive background. They will be really sound on defense. I don't trust their offense. I think we match up really well, our defense versus their offense. But can we score enough? Can we generate enough points with Gunner? I think we have the best path for what we're with Gunner now because it's going to be a Notre Dame team. Who's the next round after that? It'll be playing the other side. Who's the other side? Penn State and Boise.
Yeah.
I feel like we're on the side that we need to be on if Gunner's in there because we're not going to have to go out there and have a shootout with Oregon. We're not going to have
Thank you, production.
Ohio's production is on it.
But I should be on that thing now.
So I think we're in the half that we need to be with to make the run that we need to do because all this side over here, they don't have the firepower that Oregon has, Texas, Ohio State.
No, we on the side. Bro.
I feel like our side is defensive heavy, like packed good defense. I'm talking about Penn State got guys. Georgia's got guys. Notre Dame's – these are the top defenses in the league right here. On the other side can score some points. So I'm happy the side we're on. You got the flashy side and the side that's going to hit you in the mouth. And I'm glad we're on that side right now if Carson's not going to be in there.
Not really. I wouldn't mind being in that Texas spot, though, must say.
Now, that Texas spot is a very nice spot to be in, I think. But
yeah,
I'm with Ben. I like where we at. We got it. Yeah.
No doubt. Hey, we're playing Oregon in the championship now. You ain't got to see Ohio State who has those elite receivers. You don't have to play Tennessee again. We won't have to play Texas for the third time. So I feel like they kind of split it up the right way. The way it was before, we were going to have to play Texas in the second round. I was like, man, how many times we got to play these guys and beat them? But I feel like they got it right. They put the teams in that deserve.
What's the clickage?
Oh, no, I had the little clickies over there with Colin. You know what I'm saying? Tim wanted me to click them up. Oh, so, I might click them up on that one.
All right.
He said Texans will lose to Clemson. I'm not a big fan of Clemson. I don't And I mean, SMU came back
Hold
in that
up.
game, had a chance to actually win.
Aaron wants to know, how are you guys doing? Good.
What? Bro, first of all, don't be texting us during the show.
Tell him
Do
he's
not
on
text us.
vacation and the boys got it.
Hey, don't be Instagram.
Is this Murray in here in the chat over here?
So much better without Murray. Oh my goodness, something's wrong with this guy.
Oh,
No
man.
Something's
doubt.
wrong with him. Oh,
Cut it out.
tough to see it. So, anything else with Georgia that y'all want to talk about? Nothing with them. We all good.
Let's talk about
Listen,
this.
I want to. All right, let's talk about the playoff. And at the same time, we want to do a little segment here. I might want to do a little segment here. I wrote it down. I said maybe not. I stole this from our people here in Denver, our guys on the radio show. I stole this little segment from them. Tell me why I'm wrong segment over there with Mark Schlev, who is it? Goddamn Brandon Stokely and Mike Evans in the Daily Show, 104.3 The Fan. They got a little segment over there they call "Tell Me Why I'm Wrong." So fans, write into us, man. We got to prove you guys wrong. So it could be any question, man. Make it hard on us. I'll be the judge. Tell us why you're wrong. It could be easy like this. Like, tell me why Georgia's going to win the national championship. Tell me why. Something like that. And it's our job to prove them wrong. No matter how right it could be, we got to prove them wrong. So a little segment called Tell Me Why I'm Wrong. All right. So get your questions ready. We'll talk about that and we'll get that going. But yeah, playoff picture. Bring that back up. Playoff picture. Let's just talk and see who you guys think will win these games, right? So let's start with Clemson versus Texas.
At Texas.
Hey, production. Throw that back up there for us, production. Please.
Please. Pretty please.
And there's some good questions up there about no Bama.
How nice we are. They listen to us. We treat them right.
Right. They do treat us right back there. No. I saw that in the chat. Who said that? Who said that in the chat? No Bama, right? I mean, for me,
First
it's
out.
toss up, right? I mean, I wouldn't have minded them, man. But at the same time, I guess the committee is looking like, bro, we can't have 2-3 loss teams in there. You already got it with Clemson. SMU only had 2 losses, and they played a tough game and came back in that game versus Clemson, right? So I think that's how they saw it. What are y'all thoughts on Alabama not making it?
I think they made a statement that they really wasn't going to punish teams for playing in their championship, because the AD for SMU said, what if we'd have just opted out of playing in this game? Are we going to be in the playoffs? But we trust that the playoff committee is going to do what's right. No matter if we win or lose, we're going to be in this game because we would have been in it before the playoff, before the championship game. So they held up, because if they would have knocked them out, teams next year would have been saying like, hey, man, let's just opt out of this championship game and make the playoffs, because that's the whole goal, is to win a national championship. So I think the playoff committee had to do what's right. These teams were the best in their conference. They took it to the wire, and now they get their opportunity. Alabama's got 3 losses.
Exactly.
Yeah, playing
like last year, we had 1 loss, and we lost Alabama, so they were ahead of us, and the other 3 won their conference. So that's why we didn't get in last year. Yes, we were hurt, saying we lost 1 game in almost 3 years, but they won the conference. They were in the championship game. They deserve to go.
Okay. You? TK? Same here. I love it.
Yeah, no, I mean, same.
Right.
It
would have been a
have some Alabama. Them boys ain't in.
Right.
Who is
Get them mobile quarterbacks out of here. Get them out of here. No more zone read. Any zone read, get them out of here.
They said Oregon. Who was second out?
Say again?
Miami?
Miami.
Oh, second, Miami. And I mean, I'm cool with that.
They lost to unranked teams, 2 unranked teams.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. So that Texas Clemson game, who y'all got winning?
Texas.
It's at Texas. I'm going Texas.
Yeah, I'm going Texas as well. Just the weapons they have over there. I mean, the only losses during the season is versus Georgia. And I'm just not sold on Clemson, bro. I'm just really not sold on Clemson yet. So I'm with you boys. Texas over Clemson. All right, let's move up. Let's move to Tennessee Ohio State. I seen in the chat. It's gonna be a night game out there. Night game.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh. Tell me something.
Word.
What's your thoughts? I mean, when you look at a Tennessee can get hot. They can beat you in the air, man. They got a good running game. It's just what's that defense going to be like? Is this the biggest test too for Ohio State? Tell me something.
I think this is a great matchup. They match up
Mm.
very well. They both have good D
Perfectly.
lines. They have good skill positions. Quarterbacks aren't world beaters. They don't ask them to do too much. They got good backs. I think this is the one you circle them like this is the best matchup of talent for each other. Like this could be – it's a toss-up, honestly. Is the road environment going to be too much for Tennessee and a young quarterback? But overall, they match up the best versus Ohio State out of anybody in this top right here. That's in the first round games.
Yeah, I think they have opportunity to go up there and put it on them if they can get after them defensively. I think Ohio State's O-line just has some struggles, and we know that the
They're
defensive
injured
line.
too. They're injured.
Yeah, we know the defensive line at Tennessee, that front, what they can do. Shout out Coach Rodney Gardner's and our boy Robert Ayers over there.
Yeah.
Got them boys right.
Yes.
So yeah, I think Tennessee's in a good spot up there. So in my opinion, I would take them in this game.
Yeah.
And Ben, you taking Tennessee?
Even in the cold.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, I love what the points you guys made. I agree with all the points you guys made. And something in me just can't go against the SEC.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We play all the SEC, baby. Let's go Tennessee. It is what it is. I love it. So I think they're gonna come out with that. It's gonna be a good game though. Can't wait to see that one. Let's just jump to the chat real quick. Chris Taylor, he got one of those. Tell me why I'm wrong. So let's see if we can do it, fellas. Gunner in the second half changes QB portal activity. Tell me why I'm wrong.
Ooh.
Gunner in the second half changes QB activity. Is he talking about for Georgia?
On our team?
He's saying that we're not going to go to the portal now. Like he's like, Gunner, I think that's what he's trying to say. Like, hey, tell me I'm wrong.
Tell me what. Tell him why he's wrong, though, fellas.
And this is why I think you're wrong. I think it's not up to essentially it's not up to Georgia to go seek kids in the portal. I think now you've got kids that's looking at opportunities. And at Georgia right now, if I'm a badass quarterback, I'm like, shit, I can come there and be that dude. So I don't think it's necessarily up to us. Essentially, at the end of the day, if this kid wants to come here and he's a baller, shit, he gonna be here and he gonna get that paper. So,
I love it.
Yeah, Gunner's on your guy. If he's our guy, we put weapons around him by the recruiting class we just went and got, and if we got speed, like the 3 guys we went and signed this year, unreal speed. Like, yes, they're going to be freshmen, but that's what the portal's for. We can get guys around them. If it's we got good tight ends, but we're never going to say like, hey, a top quarterback want to come play at Georgia? Come on, we'll take you. We'll win another championship with you. But Gunner's going to have his shot. Like, if he goes in here and makes a run for us in the playoffs, Kirby's very loyal, guys. We know that from the Fromm era to all that through.
Right.
Like
stats and shoes. That's an area too.
Like
in the
you earn
beginning.
it. Nothing's handed, I feel like. Like everything's got to be earned at that position because I think he really values the leadership role at your quarterback. And we're not the team that's going to be like Notre Dame, just keep picking up a quarterback every year. That's a 5th-year senior, 4th-year senior, and just not building your program. I think we're going to build around guys. So if it's a young kid that has talent or it's Gunner or Rashad, I feel like he wants to mold guys, not just have them for 1 year.
And Gunner is fully. Let me backpedal. Gunner is fully capable.
He can make all the throws.
He's
not like
or
anything like that. The more reps, the better he'll get.
I think he's a leading touchdown passer in Georgia history.
Mr. Football.
So, yeah, dude is very capable of slinging it around. But you're wrong still, Chris.
Hey, I love it, bro. That was a great first little shot at it. Tell me why I'm wrong. I love it, man. I might have to throw the point to the fellas, man. That was really good points, man. I love it right there. Let's hit one more. Tell me why I'm wrong real quick before we jump to the other side. What was that? Dakari Penn? Something like that? If y'all could put a hashtag, tell me why I'm wrong afterward, it would help me out very much for sure. Tell me why I'm wrong. That we will win this year's Natty to make up for our ruined three-peat. Tell me why I'm wrong. We'll win this Natty this year to make up for that ruined three-peat.
So we would
Tell
have
me
to say
why.
why we wouldn't win.
Tell him why he's wrong. Why is
I
he
would
wrong?
say we wouldn't win. I said we have an opportunity, a very amazing opportunity to get all the way to the Natty. I think we're on a good side of the this bracket here
Yeah.
that I'm looking at. But when we get to the Natty,
Mm-hmm.
we've had trouble all year with guys like a Dylan Gabriel. We've had trouble all year with guys
Mm.
that can throw the ball and run the ball at the quarterback
For sure.
position. So, and they do a lot of that there. So that would be a reason that you would be wrong, my man. And they have weapons out wide, more weapons, I think, out wide than a Texas. And we just saw what Texas receivers were doing to our guys on slants routes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they run the RPO stuff as well. And we were
They
kind of
do.
having fits with that. So, buddy, you're wrong.
I love it. And like you said, man, they got some weapons on the outside. Trez Johnson went for 181 and 11 receptions this week versus a really good Penn State team, I believe, right? So yeah, if we do meet them in the Natty, man, it's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a long game. Where's that game at anyway? By the way, where's the Natty at? Tell me.
Atlanta. We can play 2 rounds in Atlanta.
Oh my
Second
goodness!
round, the fourth round could be in Atlanta.
Man, this is the year for them boys.
So
Okay,
nice.
I mean that was a great question, man. That was a good one. You tried to stump us there a little bit. I don't know who
You
I'm
did.
giving
I had to flip my
No, but you
uh,
made some great points, man.
my allegiance
Running
and
quarterbacks do hurt
alliances.
us. Yeah, running quarterbacks do hurt us, man. I'm not sure who I'm giving that one to yet. Let me think.
Hey,
That was a
oh,
really good question. No, I'm gonna give it to the boys. I'm gonna give it to the boys. I'm gonna give it to the boys. Good question, though. All right, let's jump to the other side there. Let's start down low there with Penn State SMU game. Who y'all got?
man.
I think Penn State looked really good last night. They can score because that was a good Oregon team. They didn't shy away from it. They got their quarterback playing at a high level. They got a good back. I think they're really good on offense. And I think that's who we're going to see down the road. I think they're going to be the guys that come out of that side. I think they can beat Boise. I think they can beat SMU at home because that's going to be SMU's your Dallas team. They're used to good weather.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be cold. It's going to be a whiteout up there. You know it is. And Penn State's seen that kind of speed and talent in the offense they have. They played against those kind of teams, and I think they're ready. I think they're going to be a team that is going to surprise some people in this playoff run, even though I hate it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's Coach Franklin, huh?
Hate him.
James. Yeah. Not a big.
Give him credit. He's a good coach. He has a good program.
Yeah. Not the biggest fan. But the dude gets his guys ready. And I think you kind of hit the nail on the head there, Ben. It'll be rocking up there. Wide out, jumping. They're gonna be it'll be turned. That'll be one to be at for sure. But I'm gonna go with Penn State for all of those reasons that you said before, Ben.
Right. I'm with you guys. I like Penn State in this one too. I mean, Singleton ran for 105 on the ground. Katron Allen went for 124 on the ground, right? So if it's one of those games where maybe sloppy conditions, maybe a little snow, cold, they're going to have to rely on this run. And you can see with Penn State doing it with a really good Oregon team and having 297 on the ground total with them running backs in there. It could be one of those games where they just run down, run the SMU down, man. And that is what it is. So I'm going with Penn State for this one as well. I love it. Let me just jump into the chat real quick for one, and then we go to the Indiana game. Tell me why I'm wrong. Bama sucks, bro. Tell me why I'm wrong.
There you go, Ben.
So I got to tell you why Alabama's good.
Yep.
What?
Why Alabama's good? Their quarterback is dynamic. He can make plays with his legs. If you don't have a team, if you don't have your defense focused on somebody like that, your whole game plan's got to be ready to stop number 4, Milroy. And with that, he has an electric receiver, Ryan Williams, and that's why I think Bama doesn't suck. Oh, yes, if he he doesn't play well, they don't look. They have some. I feel like they're not a mature team, but when they're focused, like they played their LSU game, they had to win. They whooped them. They had a game plan. You give them time, a bye week, they whoop you. They whooped us. They got out on us after a bye week. They played LSU after a bye week. They schemed them up. So in a playoff, you get there to win that first round. And much as I hate to say it, they're a good team. And
you have to prove them wrong.
That hurts.
Anything with
Are you gonna give him that? You didn't. You're debating my win.
No, I'm not debating your win. I feel like you won that. And listen, we're a team over here on this side. We're versus the listeners and the writers.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And no, those are some great points, Ben. I mean, really, especially that Milroe, man, it just scares you every time he's on the field. You don't know which Bama team you're getting, but if he decides like, hey, I'm gonna do this game, it's gonna be on me and my legs and making big plays, they can be dangerous. Their defense is good as well. I do like their defense. I like Campbell over there. He runs around the field really well. So I don't think they suck. You can't say they suck. They did lose some big games. They've lost to Vandy. Vandy, surprised them, and they dropped the ball to Vandy. Tennessee was a good team. We know that. And they probably shouldn't have lost to Oklahoma. I don't think they should have lost that game. That was just a off game for them. But I don't necessarily think that Bama sucks, man. You put them in the playoffs, I think they would have made a run. I'm giving it to the fellas for sure. Let's move on, though.
Hold on. They over here saying I'm gonna be quoted over here, guys.
No quotage. What's up? This is just a game.
They ain't gonna quote me. I can make a call real quick. Hey, I hate Alabama. They even made a song about it.
Sure.
Hunter, whatever his name, Hunter Smith, I hate Alabama. We should play that right now. Let me find my phone. I'll be back. Y'all get to talk.
That boy really hate him though. Like y'all done got the boy hot off the chat. Yo, don't get sweet. Y'all gonna get hog nosed in that chat. All right.
Right. Don't get beat up by Ben now. Don't get
y'all keep playing in that chat. Y'all keep playing in that chat y'all want to.
Tell me y'all know this song.
Production, take that off. No, don't take it off.
When the song is I Hate Alabama is in one of your top songs, that's how you know you hate Alabama.
And I guess, listen, man, we can all agree that we don't like Alabama. It's a lot of teams in the SEC that we don't like. But, hey, when we got to prove a point, we got to prove a point, baby. And I like that Will Sampson over there at Tennessee, man. Over 100 yards a game, it seemed like, too, every game. So you can't sleep on that boy over there. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to Indiana versus Notre Dame blast. This is for the last one. Then we'll kind of take off. But who y'all got going in this Notre Dame Indiana game? Who y'all got?
This is my upset. Indiana. I think they can score, guys. They played a good defense in Michigan and beat the fire out of Michigan. And that's what I think Notre Dame is. I think they're a better Michigan. They can't score as much on offense, and Indiana can score. So my gut says Indiana, but I want to play Notre Dame because I don't think they're electric on offense. Indiana can score points, and that's my upset of the week.
Damn. I don't know about all that, sweet John.
Well, somebody's got to upset somebody. It's college football. Like, I feel like they're in the same state. Indiana, Notre Dame, both in Indiana. South Bend, Indiana. I feel like this is a huge game for Indiana. Like, can you imagine Georgia Tech playing in the first round of the playoffs? This is what it is for them.
Yeah.
That's electric.
Sid be dialing some shit up too now. Like, you got a point. Like, their offense is dope, but I just can't see it happen.
I know. Notre Dame's roster is so much better up front. Like, those boys, I don't know if Indiana can hold up front, honestly. But electric-wise, Indiana can make plays. But I want to play Notre Dame, honestly. I like an old bloodbath kind of game, and I think that's what it's going to be if we play Notre Dame. But I want all them Alabama fans to hate, like, hey, Indiana shouldn't be in there, and they win, then I can just talk smack.
I like that. I love it, man.
I hope that.
So he going Indiana, right?
Yeah, I went Notre Dame.
You go Notre Dame. Man, I'm just not a big believer in Notre Dame. Ever since that, early in the season, man, seeing them boys play. But, hey, I can't be biased. I got to just say, hey, they've been playing well since then, since the beginning of the season. The coach got them playing as well. Oh, man. This is a tough one. I think Indiana played Ohio State pretty good when they did. I'm gonna go, and they got a taste of what that would be like. I'm gonna go Indiana on this one for the upset with Ben. Just not a big believer in Notre Dame quite yet. I mean, I guess you could say the same thing about Indiana, but I will go Indiana for that one. It would be kind of fun to play them in that
And
next round.
that's our dinner game right there. When
Dinner
we
game.
come to the game, we put dinner on. All right, I got y'all dinner, y'all got mine, whatever. Like, boom. That's our
You
dinner.
better hope we don't win. I eat a lot. Your little skinny butt gonna eat one chicken finger.
I know how much you eat, bro. You used to get my extra canes.
I stole y'all's toast. I don't know what y'all talking about. I ate y'all's toast. You better not left no choo-choos in that refrigerator, because I was gonna eat your choo-choos too the next day.
Yo, choo-choos. Oh my goodness, you just killed me.
I pranked Ben one time.
Y'all set me up.
I pranked Ben one time. I left some cupcakes out. In the kitchen. That fool came in. He saw them cupcakes. That boy said, "Cupcakes, baby!" Went straight to him.
They did me wrong. Set me up with a camera and everything.
Oh,
I knew he was gonna eat. I knew he was gonna eat my shit.
And they put a sign like, "Don't eat these. These are for my class." I'm like,
and did he eat them? What disrespect!
Hey, cupcakes can be made more. Ben's stomach was hungry after practice.
Yo, that's my dog.
Yeah, let me jump in the chat one more time. Man, you had a funny question. A good one. A good prove me why I'm wrong. Right. Georgia does not have. Wait, let me just read it again. Let me go up and read it again real quick. Let me see where it is. Tell me why I'm wrong. I just want to say it right, because how do he said I can't find it right now, but he said Georgia doesn't have a first round pick in the NFL draft. Tell him why he's wrong. We do not have him.
You got Michael Williams. He is a lock. He's going to be one of those guys that goes to the combine and jumps off the chart. He's explosive. The guy's arms, he can tie his shoes standing up. This guy, just by his length, he's a first-round talent because he can show it on tape. He's played in all the big games, and he is going to test through the roof. So he is a lot. Like, I don't care what anybody else says. Like, they're going to say Starks, Tate Rutledge, all these other guys. But he is a lot, guys. Like, he is unreal talent. Like, we're talking about Walker, who went number 1 overall pick. This guy's that kind of talent, but I don't think he's going to go number 1. But he is going to impress a lot of people in this combine and through this thing. So he is one that's going to climb in the rankings through this process.
Yeah, I think that's silly too. You got Malachi Starks as another one that has
first rounder
plays.
though. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's very versatile. I think he can come down in the box and cover slot receivers. He shows that he can play man to man. He does it week in and week out, as well as be the guy, be a free safety, be a true free safety back there roaming. So I think he's the guy that'll probably get a day 1 call as well, because that's a position that is a high need, 1, and 2, he's a great communicator. In our league, in the NFL, you have to be able to communicate on the back end. So I think that's another one.
Man, I'm super. You know what? I'm super surprised, but I'm not at the same time because Aaron Murray is not here. I'm surprised y'all didn't say anything about Carson sneaking up in that guy. I'm just saying. Because that boy Murray would have threw him in it. What y'all talking about? He would have threw it in there.
He would threw him in there.
I'm going to tell you, if he has to have that UCL surgery, he's going to have to make some hard decisions this offseason. And for what he's done for this program, he's won a lot of games for us. He sat there and waited for him. I hope it's not that, just for his sake of what he's put into it. You want to see these guys have a career. That is not an easy surgery, guys. Like, Brock Purdy came back from it after a year, but that's like a running back tearing the ACL, a lineman tearing Achilles. That is their moneymaker, and teams are going to wait and try to see how that arm comes back. So hopefully we get good news from him, and it's nothing as bad as we think, but prayers up for that guy. You never want to see a guy go out like that and an injury on the field that can dictate his future, honestly.
For sure. I love it, man. Thank you, guys. Well, shoot, that'll do it for us today at the Bulldog with the Bulldogs. Bulldog banter, man. Love to see it, man. Thank you guys for joining us. You could have been anywhere, but you're here with us. So love to see it, man. We'll see y'all next week when we do it all over again. But holla at your boys. Stay frosty.
Yay! Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.